What is good, people? Satsuki the Savage here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Puella Magi Madoka Magica, alright? Now, with these type of videos, I wanted to do them every month. I just wanted to look back on some of the old series I watched but have not talked about on this channel and review them every month. I didn't do this last month, but I did it with Higurashi in October, so I wanted to continue the trend with Madoka Magica. Now, Madoka Magica is actually a series that is in my top 10, and I've just never said anything about it, all right? So it's probably a series that people will be surprised that I've watched and that I really enjoy. But I'll try to keep this review as spoiler-free as possible. There will be slight spoilers, but I'll try not to ruin the series for anybody who's just watching this video and they just want to see what the series is about and if they want to watch it, all right? Now, this is just for the TV series. This is nothing to do with the movies at all right? I still have to watch the movie, and I will do it, AMG. I'm talking to you, all right? So, with that being said, let's get started. Going straight into the fire, allow me to lay down the synopsis for Madoka Magica. Madoka Kaname is your average middle schooler whose life takes a turn when she encounters Kyube, a magical cat-like creature that has the power to grant wishes. Kyube offers to grant Madoka a wish, and in exchange, she will become a magical girl that fights off curses, familiars, and witches. However, a new transfer student, Homura Akemi, stands in the way of Madoka making this wish. Madoka Magica is an anime original series only consisting of 12 episodes. Along with being concise, the appeal for Madoka Magica is it being one of the most influential series when it pertains to having a dark spin on the magical girl genre. I'll get more into the story later, but first, I want to look at the structure of Madoka Magica, starting with the brains of the operation, Gen Orobuchi. If you don't know Orobuchi's resume, he is the man behind two other critically acclaimed anime, which are Psycho-Pass and Fate Zero. With those three strong titles, I have noticed a pattern in the way Orobuchi uses his main characters. Usually, the two most prevalent characters follow a certain template personality-wise. You have the jaded and wise MCs like Kokumi, Kiritsugu, and Homura, paired with the idealistic and naive MCs like Akane, Saber, and Madoka. With this specific mold for the protagonist, the dynamic that exists between the two is one where the contrasting sides attempt to oppose their views on the other, often creating a major conflict between the two main characters. In turn, you can expect more of the same coming from Madoka and Homura, as they are the center of attention. On to the next subject. Part of what makes Madoka Magica unique is that it started a trend with the deconstruction of the magical girl genre. Let's take an anime like Sailor Moon, which is the quintessential magical girl anime. While it wasn't the progenitor of the genre, it was one of the most popular and laid down the format for what we recognize as a magical girl anime. The upbeat atmosphere, cool transformations, and mystical girls that fight trouble usually prevailing, that was the blueprint for magical girl anime. However, Madoka Magica takes that blueprint and shreds it, focusing our attention more on the psyche of the magical girls, which isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Madoka Magica is a series where the world is bleak and we look at magical girls under a different microscope, where we see being a magical girl isn't some glorious heroic duty, it's a draining job used to pay for the wish that one received. Fast forward to present time, and the gritty magical girl anime is practically a subgenre, usually attempting to emulate Madoka Magica's success. As for the themes of Madoka Magica, they're pretty simple, but it works well with the setting and the characters in the show. The most apparent theme is be careful what you wish for, and this message is enhanced by the focal characters hailing from affluence. Some wishes come out of necessity, based on status or circumstance, but with Madoka, for example, she doesn't need to wish for anything. Having a character not being forced into making a wish not only makes their hesitance believable, but it also leaves room for regret, because then there exists the option to keep the status quo or take the permanent leap of faith. The other theme in the series is equivalent exchange, which I can't talk too much about lest I run the risk of spoiling, but just know it's a relevant concept. Completely shifting gears to the beginning of Madoka Magica is a controversial start for sure. One of the biggest struggles in any form of entertainment is hooking the audience to attract their attention. First impressions are paramount, and admittedly, Madoka Magica sorta dropped the ball on this front. While I personally enjoyed the initial episodes of the show, for newcomers, I can understand not being too eager to watch the entirety of the series if the start didn't grab you, because it does have to set the table first. However, even as a crusader of damn, which stands for drop in anime at any moment, I must say Madoka Magica should be protected by the 3-episode rule. I think by then you will know if the series is for you or not. Music has never been a point of focus for me, but I do think Madoka Magica had a wonderful soundtrack that sets the tone for the series. Compliments go to Yuki Kajiura, and she has a great track record composing for other series like Fate Zero, Sword Art Online, Erase, and recently Demon Slayer. Art and animation are also both pretty good, so there are no issues there. The cutesy and girly designs may turn some people away, mainly the meatheads, but with the series story, the designs actually serve to contrast the dark mood, subverting your expectations. The animation is always smooth, the fights flow well, and the labyrinths that we see when fighting the witches are trippy as hell. It's definitely a sight to marvel. Taking a detour, I want to say I do enjoy the English dub for Madoka Magica, although some sub-elitists may disagree. Some people may have problems with the actual voices, and even though I don't, I think what we should be looking at more keenly is the script. In other words, what's really important is what these characters are saying, not how they are saying it, and to me, the dialogue feels natural. I can think of only one time Madoka Magica just completely dropped the ball with the voice acting. The train scene.
Dumb bitches. Yo, they get their hands on some coin and they blow it all on some stupid shit for real.
Seriously, G? Seriously, G? Seriously, G? Seriously, G?
Other than that though, I think the script is solid and translated well in English. Characters like Kyoko, for example, who have a nuanced way of speech, using words like ain't and more profanity than the average magical girl, are done justice in the English dub, so I recommend it. The studio behind Madoka Magica is Shaft, who are best known for their hand in the Monogatari series, so you can expect those weird angles, close-ups, and head tilts whenever someone is talking. The co-directors are Yukihiro Miyamito and Akiyuki Shinobu, and their most notable work comes from being the episode director for the Monogatari series. If you wish to stream Madoka Magica, you can pretty much watch it on all the major sites: Amazon Prime Video, Crunchyroll, Funimation, Hulu, and Netflix. So there is no excuse to skip out on the series. Alright folks, that is it for the video. If you have watched Madoka Magica, tell me what you think about the series. Is it one of your favorites? Do you think it's great? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's mid? Whatever, let me know. But that is it for the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Satsuki the Savage, out.
Am I dying to live, or am I living to die? Living a lie, with my head stressed out. See, I'm stressed about being the best